Hey, this is Quayla.
This is DJ Nicholas, gospel radio artist from Kingston, Jamaica.
This is Kenny Lewis of Kenny Lewis and One Voice.
And you are listening to my boy Red with the RH3 Show.
And you're listening to the RH3 Show. Keep it locked. Yo!
I know I gotta raise them down, raise them cause they call it to switch. Go ahead, cause I know I gotta give it up. If anybody wanna come and praise the Lord, come on and praise the Lord. Come on and give them praise them cause they call it to switch.
My old status that's from sinner to saint. As winners we can't live by the pictures they paint. Because they know they own the inner retain, so we must live by our lives.
What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Red, host of the RH3 Show. Excuse me, we're back for the last broadcast for the week. It's Thursday. One more day. Well, 2 more days considering Saturday is the last day of the week. But we got 1 more day of the, well, this is the last work day of the radio work week for me. And so, hey, we're going to get it in. We got a great show planned for you on today. What we are talking about is, we're going to be talking about, what are we talking about? How to get financially fit for the summer. And, yeah, we're gonna get that in for you on today. And we got, that's all we have planned for you. That's all we have planned for you. And, hey, we're gonna get it popping. 8 ways to budget, yourself for your summer vacations and get money in your pocket and, try to have a enjoyable time for the summer. And we may continue this on. This is for the entire family or, whatever. But then I'm going to talk about, preferably one day next week. I think on Thursday, again, we're going to discuss, and talk about, the single man and his money or whatever. And, I'm not in your pockets or whatever, but I'm just here to help you out. Come on. Don't play with me like that. Don't play with me like that. Don't think I'm just here to count your pockets or whatever, but I'm here to help you. We're here to help you out, all right? All right, so let's get that rolling. It is the RH3 Show. Be back in a moment. We got a great show. Next up is the Chit Chat. Then the Gospel News with Nina Taylor's coming up in a few. And the Inside Scoop with Red is coming up in a few. And then Real Talk with Red discussion is coming up in a few. And I'll be back in a few. All right, be back in a moment. It is the RH3 Show.
K&B Improvement. No job too big or too small. Heaven knows we do it all. From carpet cleaning to house turnover, deep scrubbing, and more. Carpet restoration, we give you what you ask for. Reliable, reasonable, prices you can't beat. Let us serve you in all your cleaning needs, for we are dependable and neat. Call 301-379-5939. Kevin Best, www.kandbimprovement.com. Don't let your loved ones struggle and lose everything. For life insurance is for the living, not the dead. When I lost my sister and grandmother on the same day on April 1st, yes, April Fool's Day, 1998, I was devastated. I had no extra money to take care of my sister or grandmother's burial needs, nor did I have financial resources to care for my sister's twin toddlers. No daycare money, no funds towards housing. The pain of their death was far greater than what I had anticipated. So great that my plight in life changed. I made up in my mind that I would dedicate my life to ensuring families and sparing them from the heartaches and the headaches that come when one does not have insurance. Today, as a licensed agent, I am helping individuals and organizations understand how life insurance works and getting them properly insured. Today, let me, Stephanie Poplar, and my team help you obtain life coverage at a competitive rate. We carry whole life, term, mortgage protection, financial expense annuities, and we offer college funding. We also conduct a free policy review. Call Stephanie Poplar at 443-857-1549. Again, that's 443-857-1549.
You are listening to my boy Red with the RH3 show.
And you're listening to the RH3 show. Keep it locked. Yo!
Love, come down. Ooh, you make my love. Lord, I thank you for your love. Thank you for your love. But yep, it is the RC show. If you're just now joining us, well, you know, hey, we're just getting started, so I'll give you that much. You know, shout out to you, and you know, thank y'all for joining me. Like I say all the time, I love you for real, and I thank y'all for sticking by me, and I thank y'all for choosing me every Tuesday and Thursday. Come on. And so, yeah, we got, how have your Thursday been? Have your Thursday been so far? It's a little after 6, you know, right now, and, have your Thursday been? Mine has been great. Started out unexpectedly, but it was a good unexpected. I got up and had to do some things for somebody, and hey, I just find pleasure into that whenever, you know, you're genuinely helping, but you are genuinely helping, but it's not a help to where you feel pressured, or you know that it's somebody that don't ask for help often, if you get what I'm saying. And I think you do. And so that's how my morning had went, and then, you know, just chilled and rested the rest of the day until it was time for me to get up for my production meeting for radio, and then, you know, get myself prepared for you know, this radio day. And so I thank y'all, and I thank y'all those who follow me and who converse with me on my social media pages. So please continue to do that on social media. Facebook.com/The RH3 Show. That's on Facebook, and on Twitter at The RH3 Show, Instagram at The RH3 Show, Snapchat at The RH3 Show. And so, hey, we're going to get it popping. Yeah. And another thing, you guys, y'all have not been doing it, but hey, I wish you would. I have a new segment here on the broadcast that I have been promoting for about a year or so. And, you know, y'all, I mean, it's okay to share the good things that's going on with you. It's okay to share the good things that's going on with you. And, you know, and maybe your good things could turn into social change for people. You know, your ideas, your concepts, your, anything that you feel that's going on in your life, that you feel that can help somebody, is a social change. And, you know, once you do that, it can make basically almost, and, you know, really make your situation and other people's situation better. So do that. Feel free to email me at, rh3show.tmsg@gmail.com, and that segment is called Tell Me Something Good. Yes, it's called Tell Me Something Good. So tell me something good of what's going on with you. Tell me something that you are doing to make your situation better. Tell me something that what you're doing to make your community better. Tell me something good that is making your family, anything, any area, anything that you touch your hands on, anything that you plant your feet on, anything that comes out of your mouth. Tell me something good and let me know and say, hey, we can use that as part of our social change initiative. All right. And, hey, it's time out, y'all, for drama. Time out for all of that. Time out for this and that, and this and that. Like Lil' Kim said. Say it, Kim.
This and that.
Yes, it's time out for this and that. And so what we got to do is, find a common ground. Well, not really a common ground. Find your common ground. Find your purpose and use it to help other folks. And so I feel that this is what I'm doing for radio as a social change, and that's what my family is doing with our nonprofit organization, the Rufus Jr. and Lois Hobson Foundation. And we use, this is going a little to the left, but I'm gonna still continue on with it. So it might be a reason for me saying this, but we using we're using our organization to help families, and that's what we do. And so, we not only families, but what we do, we majority of our family, have not majority, but some of us branches off in our family have, I would say have businesses, and each of those businesses either is helping somebody, of course, it produces income, but it also helps us. It help other people. And, our foundation, it was founded in 2015 by my family on my dad's side. And our goal and mindset is to help to provide resources and services to rebuild families. Be it to rebuild, that's just the foundation portion. But individually, we have businesses that, to help you look good. My cousin has a apparel business for women, and that's women empowerment and women encouragement, called Queenish. And my uncle, he has a carpet cleaning business to beautify your home improvement. My cousin has a home improvement business, carpet business, to help beautify your home and put your home up, up to fruition or whatever. Beautify it. And, I have, that I'm working on a project. It's not really a business yet, but, it is something that, craftiness to help add home accessories to your home. Candles, wax melts, air fresheners. I feel that with those products that I'm doing, it I don't even have my logo or my motto on me, but it provides love-filled accessories for the home. And so, and then my brother, he tried to dip into the pest control and tried to dip into, music or whatever. But it's just all of us, coming together with this foundation. And like I said, we have the goal and mindset to help provide resources and services to rebuild families. And y'all, we realize that as years go by, the definition and the family structure is diminishing right before our eyes. And, with our foundation, we will, we'll specialize in providing resources and services to families in the area of etiquette classes, mentoring, tutoring, life skills, leaderships, and etc. for the entire family. And I'm using my radio broadcast, my podcast, to encourage with the Be Positive series. Use it to encourage with the Real Talk with Red discussion. Use it to encourage with our special guests that we have. But yes, we do all of this for the entire family, and in the future, we'll be planning to hold fundraisers, giveaways, and other events to help aid the many families in the communities. And in order to have a better community, you have to start with your family. You have to start with your home in the inside. You raising people that's going to go out into the community. And so what they learn from home, they learn structure, family structure, etiquette techniques, skills or whatever, life skills or whatever. They're going to go, and all of that, what comes out of their mouths, what they hand produces, the area that they work in, is going to help the community. So in order to have a better community, you have to have a better home. In order to have a better home, you have to have a better foundation, which is your family, your legacy, or whatever. And so I have a sermon that I've written that, it talks about I'm discussing, and I will be talking about the legacy, when someone dies and it's a person that a legacy, they had a real big, impact on the community. That legacy is not going to go with them when they die or they leave this earth or whatever, wherever their eternal home is, heaven or hell. That legacy is not going to go with them. The legacy is going to stay rooted into, planted into the family. It's going to, we always talk about generational curses and generational this, but we got to talk good about generational blessings, generational, legacies. And so the legacy in the person that died or whatever, the prayers that they prayed, the seeds that they planted, the people they helped, is all going to come back on their the family that's living. And so somebody could come to say to you, "Oh, your daddy was a good man. He helped me, and so you know what? I'm not gonna leave this earth without helping." Come on here. I'm not gonna leave this earth to help without helping his seed. You feel me? And so that's all of that, your legacy, you helping your community, the community helping this, and this person in the community helping this person, is all dealing with social change. It's all dealing with social change. And so we're going to have to find ways to do that, find ways to make things better. And so, if you want to know, more about my family or whatnot, you can visit our website. It, I believe, is RJLH Foundation. RJLH. Oh, excuse me. I done got so built up and beside myself, because this is a good area of mine that I like to speak on. But our website is rjlhfoundation.org. rjlhfoundation.org. And so for more about the broadcast, not really the broadcast, but more about my family, what we do, our resources or whatever, visit the website at rjlhfoundation.org. And if you want to donate, there's a tab there to donate, to help assist our family and to help assist the community and children and families in need. Because, hey, our black kids and black children, black men is dying by the wayside, and they are succumbing to guns and violence. And only way we can change this, dealing with social change, is starting from the home. That's my decision, my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. And so what I am sticking to is the continuation of this broadcast on today. So coming up next is our girl Nina Taylor with This Week in Gospel News Inside, the Inside Scoop, the Red segment. Be back in a moment.
The Inside Scoop with Red and the Gospel News with Nina is coming up next on the RH3 Show.
Next week on the RH3 Show. If you're not tuning into the RH3 Show weekly, here's what you've missed. What are areas that are forbidden? What are areas of sex that are forbidden? Purchase sex. Come on. Seriously, purchase sex, fantasizing or having sex with a prostitute, and you can go to 1 Corinthians 6:15 through 17 or Deuteronomy 23:17 and 18. Yes, the Real Talk with Red gets real and straight to the point. On Tuesday, I'm going to show you how real it gets, alright? And on Thursday, new to the show, gospel recording artist and pastor Chris Willis is here with us with his brand new song, Sanctified Church. Come on, y'all, let's have church. For real, though. Spread the word, and you all join me every Tuesday and Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For more about me or the broadcast, you can visit my website at therh3show.com. Are you looking for an experienced and passionate video production company that values your time and resources? Then look no further. 1301 Productions specializes in creative promotional concepts that promote your product, brand, or service. Our main goal is that we can help you reach your existing clients as well as potential clients successfully. Call today to set up your free estimate. 1301 Productions, creative concepts for creative clients. For more information about 1301 Productions, give them a call at 424-835-1301.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Want the latest news regarding the TV, movies, sports, politics, and music industry? It is time for the Inside Scoop with Red, right here on the RH3 Show. It's the Inside Scoop with Red segment, and this is where I give you my honest, my unscripted opinion on today's world and entertainment news, you all. And so I have a brief, Inside Scoop. Sorry, y'all. I'm so tired. I'm so tired in this evening. I'm so exhausted. So please pray all of my strength in the Lord. Just had something to come up on my phone. Anyway, what am I looking at? Oh, she didn't delete it. But anyway, let's move on. Y'all, we're live. I'm sorry, okay? We're live. Philadelphia teen was homeless, bullied, and now he has a full ride to Harvard. Y'all, this was last week. A Philadelphia teen, Richard Jenkins, used to sleep in a homeless shelter and was nicknamed Harvard by bullies for being a bookworm. Now, the jokes is all on his bullies. Now he is going to the same Ivy League school on a full scholarship. Jenkins attended Girard College, a boarding school in North Philadelphia, is this year's valedictorian. The 18-year-old found out the good news while in Paris on a school trip. He said Wednesday that he was so excited that he threw his cell phone in the middle of a call. Jenkins said that he's decided to focus on academics after lying to a friend about sleeping in a homeless shelter. In the 6th grade, I was so embarrassed to say I lived in a shelter, he told WHYY, because that's when I realized that I've got to buckle in and have, and I can't have my potential kids going through what I'm going through now. And Jenkins said that he applied to Harvard after receiving a promotional email in his junior year, and he said that he was especially attracted to the program that pays the tuition for students from household that earns less than $65,000 a year. While Jenkins wasn't so sure, he said his mom always knew he was going to get into Harvard. She confirmed that, telling the Philadelphia Inquirers, I was not surprised. And, Jenkins said that he plans on studying computer science in order to create a more initiative virtual assistant. And so, yeah, shout out to this cat. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. And so, I should have, did this if I would have known. I would have did this story when I talked about the bullying, and I also would have did this story on Tuesday when I spoke of Mr. Corey Patrick, who received a extravagant gift from Ricky Smiley and the Ricky Smiley camp, and the not backlash, but the love that he received from the people over the internet. And so shout out to those who felt it. Y'all, excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm tired. I got so much going on, y'all. I got a capstone class that I need to complete, and y'all, I'm going to school for y'all and I'm going to school for me, so just bear with me with all this yawning, because as I get off this air, I'm going to sleep. Trust and believe, because I got to go to work in the morning and whatever. But anyway, that's it for my portion of the Inside Scoop with Red segment. If you got any news that you want to share with me, anything that going on with you, remember, rh3show.tmsg@gmail.com. That's my tell me something good segment. Or you can email me at rh3show@gmail.com with a news report or whatever that you want me to hear and discuss. Here is Nina Taylor with This Week in Gospel News, and I'll be back with our Real Talk with Red discussion about eight beneficial ways, or 8 ways to budget your summer vacation. Be back in a moment.
Hi, I'm Nina Taylor, and here is your gospel news. Newly signed to the Motown gospel label, Gene Moore, a Houston, Texas native, he's been grounded in ministry for many years. He was raised in a church family. Both parents are pastors. At the age of 15, he began singing in the Southeast Inspirational Choir. Even though he loved to sing, he felt his calling was in the way of working in media. Gene interned at a local radio station while in high school and college, and took a job after graduation. He was approached by Kim Burrell, who heard Gene sing at an event. She asked Gene to join her singing background at the age of 21. By the age of 26, Gene began working in ministry as a youth pastor and a praise and worship leader. On May 22nd, 2013, Gene received a call from the VP of A&R of Motown Gospel, Aaron Lindsay, and has worked with Gene over the years and never dreamed he'd be working with Gene on a solo project. Born to Puerto Rican parents in Chicago, Joanne Rosario grew up both in the church, her father a pastor. Music has been a part of her life, singing since she was a young girl. As an adult, she sang with Fred Hammond's Radical for Christ. In 2002, under the guidance of Fred Hammond, Rosario came out with her debut album, More, which combined with urban R&B sounds and contemporary gospel and even a little Latin soul. Due to a health condition, she took a break for many years and returned in 2005 with Now More Than Ever, Worship, and then 2 years later, in 2007, Joyous Salvation. Are big churches more successful than small churches simply because of their size? Are small churches more virtuous because of their size? There are a lot of assumptions made about churches because of the size of their congregations. According to many small church pastors, a church's value is not found in their size as long as they preach the gospel truth. Small is not really a problem. Some people prefer to worship in a more smaller, intimate setting than in a mega church. A mega church is not for everyone. However, small is not an excuse for not growing. A standard of excellence has a place in all churches. It just might look different in a small church compared to a mega church. A successful church, 1, focuses on the work of Christ on the cross. 2, teaches grace, not legalism. 3, teaches the truth of the Word of God and its doctrine without compromise. Also teaches congregations to increase in sanctification. The elders are godly men who teach sound doctrine. They promise to increase in use of spiritual gifts given to various individuals within the body. They also do not let political correctness influence preaching and teaching. They are full of evangelism. They take care of widows, visits people in prisons, takes care of the poor and orphans. Those are the characteristics of a successful church. Here's a list of the largest and most successful churches in the U.S. Number 10, Fellowship of the Woodlands. The Woodlands, Texas has a weekly attendance of 17,142. Number 9, Southeast Christian Church of Louisville, Kentucky, 17,261 per week. Number 8, West Angeles Church of God in Christ of Los Angeles, California, 20,000 visit there each week. Number 7, Saddleback Community Church of Lake Forest, California, 22,214 weekly attendees. Number 6, Second Baptist Church of Houston, Texas, with 22,723 attendees per week. Number 5, North Point Community Church of Alpharetta, Georgia, with 33,377. Number 4, Willow Creek Community Church of South Barrington, Illinois, 33,400. Number 3, Fellowship Church of Grapevine, Texas, with 24,000 per week. Number 2, Life Church TV of Edmond, Oklahoma, 26,776 weekly attendees. And number 1, Lakewood Church of Houston, Texas, with 43,500 weekly attendees, where Joel Osteen is pastor. Here's your Billboard Top 10 songs for the week. Number 10, Ernest Pugh, Survive. Number 9, Brian Courtney Wilson, A Great Work. 8, Jonathan McReynolds, Not Lucky, I'm Loved. Number 7, Tamala Mann, Through It All. Number 6, J.J. Harrison, No Reason to Fear. Number 5, Jacqueline Carr, You Will Win. Number 4, Jermaine Dolly, Serve. Number 3, B.B. Winans, He Promised Me. Number 2, Corinne Hawthorne, Won't He Do It? And number 1, for 5 weeks, Todd Delaney with Your Great Name. Well, that's your Billboard Top 10 songs in the country, your list of the most successful churches in the U.S., and your gospel news. I'm Nina Taylor. Let's get back to more great gospel music on this great station. Hi, it's Nina and my man Red. Stay tuned. More of the RH3 show is coming up next.
Y'all ready to go to church? Come on, put them hands together. Come on, let's go to church. Y'all don't want to go no church with me. That's how I
So you trying to
felt.
say-
If I wanted to say that, I would have wrote it.
You implied that.
I said what I said. You don't
what it
like it,
is.
you don't like it.
It's the Real Talk with Red segment right here on the RH3 Show. Stay on the Lord's side, heaven belongs to you. Oh, heaven belongs to you. Hey, yes, heaven belongs to you or you all. Heaven, if you live right, heaven belongs to you. It's your place. Alright, we are here with the Real Talk with Red discussion, where I give you, again, my unscripted opinion, but this time it's going to be on real life topics, grown folks discussions, alright? And today we're talking about 8 ways to budget your summer vacation. Y'all, when it's time to set a budget for your, family finances, the first thing that usually goes is a family summer vacation. It is easy to understand why in today's uncertain economic climate, it's, let me back up. It's easy and to understand why you put that into play, into your thought patterns, into your planning, due to this, uncertain economic climate. Several small airline characters folded, Aloha Airlines and ATA. And many travelers were stranded at their vacation's destination or found that their trips had been canceled without guarantee or refund. And all because, they were ruined and they lost thousands of dollars because they didn't plan and they didn't, think of a plan B. But losing thousands of dollars on a canceled family vacation would leave any consumer shell-shocked. But if you don't want to give up your summer vacation or spend a lot of money, my opinion to you is just follow these 8 steps, and some of them have sub-steps into them, and just go along with, some tips that I tell you. And if you want to be a financial expert to the show or whatever, or you want to be a contributor to anything dealing with finances or whatever, or somebody that could be a contributor to the RH3 Show and to, these segments, email me at rh3show@gmail.com. And hey, we have you on periodically giving you your input and your thought or whatever of, financial tips or whatever. And we will roll from there. Okay. We do that. And, so let's go on. Number 1, and these are from the American Financial Services Association Educational Foundation, and they have to help you have an inexpensive summer vacation. And number one, set a budget. Consider shorter trips or explore the tourist spots where you live. That's called a staycation. And honestly, some people like me who are rooted and grounded in their spot and their place of residence or in their city wants to go out to explore. And so set a budget, plan everything out, create a mutual savings with you and everybody in your household. Okay, we're going to put this in the pot. We got a mutual savings at the bank. Put money in to go where we need to go. And so there is an airline about 30 minutes away from where I live, to where it is very inexpensive. I know a few people have traveled on this airline, whatever, and they go, they leave out twice a week, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, twice a week. Very inexpensive, all over. And then one of their destination spots is a place that I want to go, and that's to New Orleans and whatever. And so a round trip, no more than about $175, no more. If I catch it on a good time, no more than about $230. Round trip, come on now. I know some places that and airlines and websites that you can get tickets from, major airlines, and they round trip $600 to $700 to these same places. But they travel throughout the day and throughout the week. But this inexpensive airline that I'm speaking of, and no, I'm not mentioning their name, but on air because they're not sponsoring the broadcast, but I heard, some good and bad things about it, but someone that I trust said that it was okay. And so, hey, look for inexpensive flight trips. Do that. And that correlates into another step, which is number 2, and that is research. Check the internet for lower price airfares and hotel accommodations and airlines or car rental places to where you can get your deposit back, or, and that deposit could be, if you say, for instance, if you set money out for, your vacation and you included car rental. That deposit could help you once you get the deposit back, and once you return your car back into great condition, not smoked out, or it's clean, gas needle is where it was at the beginning. You get your deposit back. And that deposit could go back into the bank, or go back into a pot, or go back into an area to where either you may need it for another vacation, or you may need it to replenish back to what you lost if you don't get a vacation pay. It can go back into that. And so be smart about it. Research. Number 3, determine a realistic gas allowance. If you're planning a road trip, industry experts expect gas to exceed $4 per gallon this summer in any area, in any location. So just put on a mindset of, okay, $4 a gallon. That's a high number for probably where you live, but maybe that's a nationwide average. And use that. Okay, I'm using the mindset of, $4 a gallon, and I'm going, however miles per gallon. And so add that into, your budget. Add that into your summer vacation. Number 4, know your line of credit on your credit cards. And your daily withdrawal amounts are allowed for your debit and ATM cards. Find out if your ATM card is accepted at your destination without any additional fees. And if it is, withdraw the money before, you go. And I know you can only, for certain banks, I know this one bank really almost took me there this week, because I went to, withdraw some money, and it said a certain limit per day. And I was actually going for somebody else. And I went in the bank. Okay, well, we know you. We know both of y'all. We know that, you're trustworthy, da-da-da-da-da. But we can't. But you can go use the ATM, and they'll let you out, such and such amount per day. I can't do that. I need it, okay. So with them knowing me, I did not say all of that to them, because I don't want to lose my reputation. I don't want to lose, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And I don't want to lose who I knew. And so I said, okay, well, thank you so much for your help. And, of course I was a bit upset, but hey, I had to move on, because that's their rules and regulations. And so know your line of credit with your credit cards and bank cards and your daily withdrawals and all of that. Beforehand, months before, like right now, or maybe could have been at the beginning of the year, start a separate savings account. Start a separate savings account. If you're dealing with, speaking of banks or whatever, start a separate savings account. To ensure that you can save most money right away, you need to set up an additional savings account at any location. Opening up another savings account would help you see exactly, y'all, how much you saved for the trip, and it will keep you from spending your vacation money before the trip, and before it even starts. And it's best that you keep checking on your savings accounts separate when you are building a vacation budget. Also, I would say, use in your research, use the app Mint. And I would say that because I'm not being paid by Mint or Intuit. I think that's the name, how you pronounce the parent company of Mint. But that's a great app to help you budget, whatever. And the other bank that I was talking about, check your bank and see if it has an online banking option. And on the online banking option, it should, well, I know the one that I use, I think it has to where you can see your budgeting and see where your money goes into and categorize it or whatever. But Mint does this also. So, during your research or whatever, do that, and of course, start a separate savings account and track where your money goes. Number 5, know the refund policies for your airline, hotel, booking site, travel agent, etc. I'll tell you this, and I'm not going to say who, and I'm not going to say whatever, but I help about 6 people with vacation planning. Not really vacation planning, but booking flights or whatever. And some of them vacation planning or whatever. One of those families out of the 6 families I was helping, and book a flight. And so we booked the flight probably about a day before they were supposed to leave. They had to cancel. Could they gotten their money back? Yes, but it cost them. Not even, I wouldn't say, I say it was less than $100. But that was $100 that they lost. So to reschedule their planning, their vacation, planning their trip or planning their flight, or if, the next time that they were going to go, when they rescheduled, if they was going to take a car or bus or train or, a boat. I'm kidding. Of course, I'm kidding, but hey, cruise boat maybe. But, or whatever, they were out that money that they lost when they canceled. So before you plan a flight, make sure that you either implement, travel protection, or that you cannot cancel, or you're going to be lost $50, $60, $75, $100. Know your refund policies. Check your airline's refund policies and make sure that they don't have, that you have to purchase travel insurance. That's what I'm saying. Number 6, we're going to continue on. If you're going on a road trip, make sure you get your car tuned up. Be logical. Be smart about it. I was on a trip, and I was a part of this trip. And, on our way back, our vehicle messed up. Water pipe busted. We should have checked that before we left. That took off somebody else. Well, no, because they were reimbursed. And the vehicle that we was taking, the owner had the actual, not the owner, but the administrator had the car that, helped service or whatever. And so it really, whatever. But we used the card in some of the money that we had left from our collective trip to help pay for repairs or whatever. And so what I'm saying is, get your car serviced, get it tuned up. The worst thing you can expect is something, the worst thing that can happen is something that you don't expect to happen on your trip. Be logical, smart about it. Number 7, organize your packing. The I'll buy it when I get there philosophy can be an expensive one. Pack a few days ahead in advance in order to avoid paying high prices at hotel gift shops and replace forgotten items. I need to learn this myself because, look, last trip I took was the first part of May, and I went to a destination wedding on a beach. And so, y'all, I didn't pack until 5 to 10 minutes before we left out the door. And so when I got there, I forgot to bring my replacement. I usually bring 2 chargers, my main charger and a replacement charger. I use my replacement charger just in case if I should leave it wherever I'm at. And so I only brought 1 charger. My main charger had somewhat messed up on me while I was there, and so I didn't have another charger. So I didn't bring that. I didn't bring any vitamins. I had to buy vitamins there. I didn't bring any pain medicine. I had pain medicine, but I didn't bring actual like Tylenol or whatever. I didn't bring that. And, I was out of luck. And so plan ahead, pack ahead, whatever. Cut back on activities. Don't try to see every tourist attraction while you're on vacation. To try to spend time more relaxing or with family and keep track of how much you are spending on a daily basis. This one I kind of disagree with, but because how are you going to cut back on on activities if you've already saved for it? So if you've saved for it, it's fine. If you save for it, it's fine. And I'm gonna tell you one thing: if you go to the Bahamas, and I learned this, and there's an aquarium there. If you go to the Bahamas and you go to Atlantis Hotel, you will know that it costs to get in the aquarium, whatever. When we got there, the first time, was it the first or the second? Yes, the first time I went on a cruise, we went to the Atlantis Hotel, and of course about $3 or $4 to get you a ride on the taxi or whatever to the hotel. And so in the hotel, the driver was like, y'all, if you go at night, the door will be open and you can get into the aquarium for free. What? That's what we did. So next time you go to the Bahamas, in Nassau, Bahamas, and you get on a cruise or whatever, and you're walking around touring or whatever, get a ride and catch a ride to the Atlantis Hotel, and you go there at night, make sure you go to the aquarium. They may still have it, but I know they have the aquarium, but they may still keep the door open so people could go in and go see whatever. And so, hey, do that. Yeah, do that. But that's it. For more about all of this, hey, visit the Facebook page, facebook.com/the RH3 show, and I share this information with you all right? Be back in a moment, all right? That was the Real Talk of the Red segment. I'll be back in a moment, all right? Talk to you in a few. The one that you hear on air, the real, the one that's straight to the point, one who loves God and loves people. I'm the same type of person off air as well. Like I said at the end of each broadcast, I want you to live every day, laugh at every moment, and love yourself and other people beyond words. I'm Red, host of the RH3 Show. Know that I love you for real.
The RH3 Show every Tuesday and Thursday from 6 p to 7 p Eastern. For more about the broadcast, please visit therh3show.com.
You all, thank y'all so much for tuning into today's broadcast. I had a great time. So I'm about to go and I'm about to chill and I'm about to rest so I can have a good night's sleep and wake up in the morning and listen to one of my spiritual mentors. I listen and get the word of God every morning through one of my giants of the faith, Pastor Jamila Young Mitchell, who is the senior pastor of Unity Church Charlotte, and her husband Calvin Mitchell is the campus pastor of Unity Church Charlotte. And they are dynamic people, and their doors is opening on this Sunday at 11 a.m. June 3rd. So keep them in your prayers, and keep me in your prayers, and keep my pastor and her husband in prayer. I love them dearly, and everybody in my spiritual lineage, I have love and appreciation for, and I'm doing this for them, and I thank God for them and them pouring into my life. So keep it where you got it. For more about me or the broadcast, visit my website at therh3show.com. And again, big shout out to Nina Taylor. Thank you so much for your help, your input on those drops. I love you for real, and I thank you for helping me get to the big status that you're at. And that's how you do. Once you're there or whatever, you help people you get to where you're going, and then y'all can rise or whatever. And she's way up there, and I thank Nina for her help or whatever, and helping me get established in this career that I want to be in. So that's it. Know that I love you for real, you guys, and always remember to live every day, laugh every moment, and love beyond words. I'll see y'all on Tuesday. Peace.
I know I gotta praise him now, praise him cause he called me to switch. Go ahead, cause I know I gotta give it up. If anybody wanna come and praise him, praise him cause he called me to switch. I know I gotta praise because he set me free. The price that he paid, free me at Calvary. So I'm gonna dance and there's no stopping me. Don't ever change, cause I got victory. praise the Lord. Come on and give him praise. Praise him 'cause he called me to switch. I know I gotta praise him now. Praise him 'cause he called me to switch. Go ahead, 'cause I know I gotta give it up. If anybody wanna come and praise the Lord.
Peace, party people. See you later.
I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night. Good night.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.